Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. And our spotlight today is on the 2007 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent coin. You might be surprised at the value some of these pennies can reach. If you're a collector, a history buff, or just curious about valuable coins, you're in the right place. Stick around till the end because we'll be talking about some rare variations of this penny that could be worth a lot more than face value. Let's start with a quick look back at the history of the Lincoln cent. This famous penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, making it one of the longest-running coin series in the U.S. Mint. The original design featured Lincoln on the obverse, or heads side, with wheat stalks on the reverse, which gave it the nickname Wheat Penny. But in 1959, that design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, commemorating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, let's fast forward to 2007, when the United States Mint produced millions of these Lincoln Memorial cents. The 2007 Lincoln penny features the same iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, which had been the standard design since 1959. What makes some 2007 Lincoln Memorial pennies worth more than others? Well, that's where things get interesting. There are certain variations and errors on the 2007 penny that make it extremely valuable to collectors. Let's dive into those details now. There are a few reasons why some of these pennies are valued at more than a penny. First, let's talk about what collectors call error coins. Sometimes, mistakes are made during the minting process, resulting in unique coins. For instance, off-center strikes, where the image doesn't align correctly on the coin, or double dies, where parts of the image appear twice due to die misalignment. These error coins are rare, and collectors love them. In the case of the 2007 Lincoln cent, a common and valuable error is the double die error. If you're lucky enough to find a 2007 penny with doubling on certain elements, like Lincoln's face or the inscriptions, you could have a coin worth significantly more than face value. Some error coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another factor that impacts the value of a 2007 penny is its condition. Coin collectors use a grading system to determine a coin's quality, ranging from poor to mint state or even proof. The highest graded coins, those in mint state or proof condition with no signs of wear, fetch the highest prices. For example, a 2007 penny graded as MS-67 or MS-68 could be worth $50 to $100, depending on the rarity of the error or unique characteristic. To get your coins graded, you can send them to professional grading companies like PCGS. A high-quality grade from one of these companies can increase your coin's value significantly. A quick note on proof coins. The U.S. Mint also produced 2007 Lincoln pennies as proof coins for collectors. These proof coins have a beautiful mirror-like finish and are struck with a higher level of detail. A 2007 proof penny in perfect condition could be worth anywhere from $10 to $50, so they're definitely worth looking out for. So, what should you look for in your 2007 pennies if you're hoping to strike it rich? Here's a quick checklist. Look for off-center strikes, double die errors, or any unusual marks. The less wear and tear, the higher the grade. Keep an eye out for coins that look nearly untouched. If you have a 2007 proof penny or a high-grade mint state coin, it could be worth more than a typical penny. So, what's the actual value of a 2007 Lincoln Memorial penny? While the majority of these coins are worth just 1 cent, coins with errors or in high-grade condition can be valued much higher. Some error coins have sold for hundreds of dollars, and high-grade proof coins can fetch similar prices. So while it's not $45 million, it's still worth checking through your pennies. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 2007 Lincoln penny. If you have any unique coins or questions about coin collecting, drop a comment below. And if you'd like more videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep collecting and happy treasure hunting. Next, 1987 1 cent United States of America. Today, we're diving into the history, mystery, and potential value of the 1987 1 cent coin from the United States. It's a piece that some collectors speculate could reach sky-high values under the right conditions. So, is it really possible that a penny could be worth up to $21 million? Let's find out. First, let's go back to 1987. The United States was producing an incredible number of pennies each year, as coins were still a critical part of everyday transactions. The 1 cent coin at this time was made primarily from copper-plated zinc, as the cost of copper had risen, and the U.S. Mint switched from all copper coins back in 1982. This copper-plated zinc penny carries the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design by Victor David Brenner that first appeared in 1909. On the reverse, you have the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo, which was used from 1959 up until 2008. So, the face value of the 1987 penny is, of course, just 1 cent. But collectors know that the true value of a coin can be much higher depending on several factors like rarity, condition, and any unique features or errors. However, most of the 1987 pennies are fairly common, as over 9 billion were produced across Philadelphia and Denver mints. Now, that's where things get interesting. While the average circulated 1987 penny is typically worth only face value, there are some rare instances where coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, or with unusual mint errors, can fetch a higher price. Some of these coins could range from a few cents to several $100s if they're graded at a high level by services like PCGS or NGC. What could make a 1987 penny worth thousands or even potentially reach millions in value? Let's look at the factors. A coin's condition, or grade, is one of the biggest factors in determining its value. A mint state grade of 65 or higher means the coin is in nearly perfect condition, with no wear, minimal contact marks, and a strong strike. Some coins may have unique mint errors. These errors are considered rarer than regular coins and could include double dies, off-center strikes, or misprints, which make the coin much more desirable to collectors. Double dies are especially valued because the coin appears as if it has a shadowed second image on it. Although no official proof coins were made for circulation in 1987, proof coins in uncirculated sets from the mint have a polished, mirror-like finish that collectors appreciate. These are usually worth more due to their unique look and lower production numbers. Alright, here's where the $21 million question comes in. Why do some people believe a 1987 penny could be worth that much? This speculation mainly surrounds unique error coins or coins with historical value. Sometimes, collectors are willing to pay incredible sums for something truly rare and one-of-a-kind, even in cases where the value might seem symbolic or exaggerated. Rare Lincoln pennies with fascinating backstories, specific minting errors, or other unique qualities have fetched millions at auctions in the past. While no verified reports of a 1987 penny reaching millions have surfaced, there are high-end collectors who will pay significant sums for coins that are perceived as unique or rare. So, what should you look for if you're hoping to find a valuable 1987 penny? Check for any doubling on the date, Lincoln's image, or the words, United States of America, on the coin. These can indicate a double die error. If your penny looks fresh and clean, with no obvious wear or marks, it could be in mint state. Getting it graded by a professional service could confirm its condition and potentially increase its value. While the typical 1987 penny might not be rare, proof coins from mint sets can often have a higher value due to their sharp details and mirror-like finish. Now, let's talk about why some coins, even pennies, get hyped up to multi-million-dollar values. Sometimes it's a combination of speculation, collector demand, and a unique feature or history that's incredibly hard to replicate. We've seen pennies like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die penny reach six-figure sums because they're extremely rare and highly sought after. With the 1987 penny, while no coin of this date has reached the $21 million mark yet, it's important to know that coin collecting is partly about passion and partly about market dynamics. If a particular penny catches a collector's eye and they're willing to pay top dollar for it, that can drive the price up. So, here are some final tips if you're hoping to turn your 1987 penny into a small fortune. Know which coins are rare and what makes them valuable. You can look up recent auction sales to understand what people are paying for similar coins. If you believe you have a high-grade 1987 penny, consider having it graded by a professional grading service. This step can add credibility and increase your coin's market value. Often, rare coins are sold within collector communities. Connect with other collectors to learn about potential buyers interested in unique finds. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into rare coins, potential treasures, and the fascinating world of collecting. Who knows, maybe your next penny could be worth a fortune. Drop a comment if you have questions or want to share your own rare finds. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be a valuable one. Next 2015 1 cent United States of America, we're diving into one of the smallest, most common coins in circulation, the U.S. 1 cent coin, or as most of us call it, the penny. But here's a twist: did you know that certain pennies in circulation could actually be worth more than their face value? And not just a few bucks, we're talking about big money for certain pennies. In today's video, we're going to uncover what makes a 2015 penny potentially valuable, what to look for, and a bit of the history behind this tiny coin. Let's dive in. The US 1 cent coin has been around since 1793. The design has changed a lot over the years, with symbols like Lady Liberty, the Indian head, and, of course, President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's profile was added in 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday, and it's been there ever since. In 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the Union Shield design on the reverse, symbolizing unity in the nation, and this design continues on the 2015 penny. So, every 2015 penny you see has this iconic shield. Most 2015 pennies, like the ones you see every day, are worth, well, 1 cent. But, occasionally, a coin can become highly valuable. How? Here are some key factors. Sometimes, coins come out of the mint with errors. These could be double dies, misstrikes, or unique minting flaws. These error coins are super popular among collectors, and the rarer the error, the higher the price. Collectors prize coins that are in mint condition or uncirculated. If you have a 2015 penny that looks flawless, it might be worth more than you think. This is less common now, but certain older pennies were made with metals that are no longer in use today, like copper. Rare materials can boost a coin's value. Now, let's address the million-dollar question: can a 2015 penny actually be worth millions? A regular 2015 penny isn't worth a fortune. But there are some possibilities worth exploring. Here's why a 2015 penny might end up with a high value. If a 2015 penny was mistakenly minted on a different metal planchet, it could attract serious attention. Sometimes, collectors pay high amounts to complete specific date sets in perfect condition, so if your 2015 penny is flawless, it could become part of a valuable collection. So, how can you tell if you have a potentially valuable 2015 penny in your pocket? Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on Liberty, the date, or Lincoln's profile. Errors like these can make coins valuable. If the penny has a different color or texture than a regular 2015 penny, it may have been minted on a rare planchet. Is it shiny and new? Coins in excellent condition are more appealing to collectors. If you think you have a rare 2015 penny, you're probably wondering how to sell it. Here are a few steps to help you out. Professional coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can certify a coin's condition and authenticity. This helps establish trust with buyers. Check online listings on sites like eBay for similar coins. You'll get a rough idea of its potential value. Platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or local coin shows are great places to connect with collectors. Even if your 2015 penny isn't $1 million find today, who knows what the future holds. Coins sometimes increase in value over time, especially if they're kept in good condition. Coins like the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double-die penny started out as regular coins but became legendary finds. So, if you're curious or just love the thrill of the hunt, don't give up. Thanks for tuning in. Who knew a single penny could be worth so much? Remember, always check your change, you never know what treasures might be hiding there. If you liked this video and want more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and happy hunting. Next, 1 cent 2011 1 cent United States. We're diving into the world of United States coins to explore one penny you might actually have on hand, the 2011 Lincoln penny, minted in Denver, and what factors could make it worth far more than face value. From minting history to market value, and a few stories of unusual pennies with big paydays, we'll cover everything you need to know about the 2011 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a mainstay of American currency for over a century. It was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature an actual historical figure. This marked a significant change from previous coins, which traditionally bore symbols rather than people. Over the years, the design of the penny has evolved, but it's remained a constant symbol of American currency since its introduction. There have been numerous design modifications. The original, wheat, reverse design was used from 1909 to 1958. Then, the memorial design was in circulation from 1959 to 2008. Finally, we have the shield design that we see on today's modern pennies, including the 2011 penny. Now, let's zoom in on the 2011 Lincoln penny minted in Denver, also known as the 2011 penny. On the front, you'll recognize the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln facing right, created by Victor David Brenner over 100 years ago. On the reverse side, we have the Union Shield design, a relatively new addition that was introduced in 2010. Each 2011 penny is made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, weighing about 2.5 grams. This particular year, the Denver Mint produced over 2.4 billion pennies. With such a high mintage, the 2011 penny is common in circulation and not inherently rare by itself. So, with billions in circulation, the 2011 penny's face value is, of course, just 1 cent. But here's where it gets interesting. Under the right circumstances, some pennies can be worth much more. Collector value often depends on factors like condition, rarity, and whether there are any notable errors on the coin. While the vast majority of 2011 pennies aren't worth more than a cent, there are exceptions. Coins with specific mint errors, like doubling, die cracks, or even unique coloration due to improper alloy mixing, can be highly valuable. For example, a 2011 penny with a clear doubling effect, or a noticeable die clash error, could sell for $50, $100, or even higher if collectors are interested. Additionally, high-grade examples, ones that are virtually flawless, could also fetch a premium, especially if graded by a professional agency like PCGS or NGC. Another area to look at is misaligned dies, which can lead to an off-center strike, a common but collectible error. Any coin with at least 5 to 10% of its design missing due to an off-center strike may attract interest from collectors. Also, consider proof coins, which were specially made for collectors. Although the 2011 penny wasn't made in low numbers, proof versions made at the San Francisco Mint, known as 2011 pennies, are more collectible due to their detailed, mirror-like finish. While they aren't worth millions, they could be worth a few dollars, especially in high-grade condition. Now, some of you may have heard stories of coins selling for millions. While there are no known examples of a 2011 penny selling anywhere near that, certain rare U.S. coins, like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double-die penny, have indeed fetched tens of thousands to millions at auction. But why is this relevant? The main reason is that some collectors are always on the lookout for unique, eye-catching errors, and they're willing to pay premiums for coins that display something unusual or rare. If you think you found a 2011 penny that might be unique or in exceptional condition, getting it professionally graded could be a smart move. Agencies like PCGS and NGC provide official grades and help establish a coin's market value. Coins in MS-67 or higher grade are especially valued by collectors, but remember, grading has fees and should only be done if the coin seems truly unique or near perfect. So, what can you do? Start by checking your change. Look for coins in mint condition, especially those without any visible scratches or blemishes. Then, check for any doubling, odd textures, or design misalignments. Even though finding a rare error might be like winning a mini lottery, it's still possible. To sum up, while the 2011 D penny itself isn't worth millions, there's always potential value in the details. From error coins to high-grade collectibles, even the most ordinary coins could be worth more than you think under the right circumstances. Remember, coin collecting is as much about history and fun as it is about potential value. So, grab a magnifying glass and check your change. Who knows? Maybe your next penny will be a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the fascinating world of coins and collectibles. And let us know in the comments, what rare coins have you found? Happy hunting! Next, 1972 1-cent United States. Today, we're diving into a fascinating chapter in numismatics, the story behind the 1972 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Now, if you're thinking, it's just a penny, what's the big deal? Think again. This coin has an intriguing history, and for some lucky collectors, it's worth way more than just a cent. In fact, one particularly rare variation can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. First, let's go back to the basics. The Lincoln cent, or penny, is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, it was first issued in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The design has changed over time, but Lincoln's profile has remained on this copper beauty for well over a century. In fact, it's the longest-running design on U.S. coinage, but let's talk about 1972 specifically. At the time, the Vietnam War was still going on, and America was in the throes of a recession. Coins were still mostly copper, not the copper-plated zinc we see in today's pennies. This coin has that rich, 95% copper composition, making it stand out from today's coins. And in 1972, over 5 billion of these pennies were minted. But, believe it or not all 1972 pennies are created equal. One of the biggest reasons this 1972 penny has a cult following among collectors is due to a particular error that occurred during the minting process. This is the famous double die obverse variety, and if you're lucky enough to find one, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, what is a double die? Simply put, it's a mistake that happens when the die, the part that stamps the design onto the coin, isn't aligned correctly, causing parts of the image to appear doubled. On the 1972 penny, you'll notice this doubling effect most clearly on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," as well as on the date itself, but not every double die is created equal. There are actually multiple varieties of double die 1972 pennies. The most valuable is known as double die obverse, where the doubling is very pronounced. If you happen to have one of these in top condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's talk about value. A regular, circulated 1972 penny is usually worth, well, just a penny. In excellent, uncirculated condition, it might be worth a bit more, maybe up to $5. But if you have a 1972 double die, that's where things get interesting. Prices for the double die variety can range from a few $100s in lower grades to several $1,000s in mint condition. In fact, some of the highest quality 1972 double dies have been auctioned for over $10,000. And remember, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a 70 being a perfect specimen. The closer your coin is to that perfect grade, the more valuable it is. So, how do you know if your 1972 penny is a double die? Take a close look under a magnifying glass, especially at the date and words. If you're not sure, you can always have it appraised by a professional numismatist or grading service. You might be wondering, why did this error happen in the first place? Well, in 1972, the US Mint was under pressure to produce more coins due to high demand. In the rush, some dies weren't aligned properly when they were created, and those small mistakes led to doubling. After this discovery, the Mint tightened its quality control measures, but a few of these double-die pennies still made it into circulation. The 1972 Lincoln cent has more than just double dies. There are also small variations and other minor errors that can add a bit of value. For example, you might find a 1972 penny with a floating roof, a type of die error where the lines that connect the roof of the Lincoln Memorial to the building don't appear clearly, giving the roof a floating effect. There are also a few other die cracks and chips that collectors look for in this year. While they're not worth as much as the double die, they're still fun to look for and can add a couple of dollars to the value of your coin. So, where can you find one of these gems? You could start by searching through your own collection, especially if you have rolls of pennies from years ago. You can also check with local coin shops, online auction sites, or at coin shows. Some collectors buy rolls of pennies from the bank, hoping to find that rare gem hiding among the common coins. To sum it up, the 1972 Lincoln cent is a great example of why coin collecting can be so thrilling. While most of these pennies are worth just a cent, a rare few are worth much, much more. So, next time you come across a 1972 penny, give it a close look. You just might find a double die and strike it lucky. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of the 1972 penny. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video from us. And let us know in the comments, have you ever come across a rare coin in your collection? Until next time, happy hunting.